I am a mom to 4 kids, ages 18 months all the way up to 10 years old. So I have been a mom for 10 years, and in that time, I have researched, gifted, and played with a lot of toys with my kids. So recently, somebody commented on one of my videos saying that they would be interested in seeing what my top toy ideas are, especially for those moms that have younger kids and who are just starting out buying toys for their kids. This is a list of 13 toys, or really categories of toys and like outside type things that I think are really good gift ideas that will last your kid a very, very long time. So as I'm thinking about these things, these are specifically, like I said, toys and outside things. I do think that books and puzzles and board games and practical gifts like clothes are really good gift ideas, but I am just focusing on toys and outside toy type things in this video. So as I was thinking about this, I thought about the things that my kids play on a day-to-day basis or on a weekly basis that get a ton of use and that my kids, small to big, play with, so that you can get a lot of use out of the things that you buy. Number 1 is some sort of building set. So Legos are a huge favorite in my house, whether it's Lego Duplos, which are the bigger blocks that are made for toddlers. My 4-year-old and my 6-year-old probably still play with those. But once they start getting into 5, they usually start wanting to switch to the regular Legos, and we love those in our house. Obviously, they have the actual building sets where you can build specific things, but they are really good to be able to just build whatever they want. And a lot of times they'll build some things and play with their other toys in this building that they created. Another type of building block that gets a lot of use in our house are these wooden blocks. Just a simple wooden block collection is really good and versatile to be able to build lots of different things. When they get a little bit older, we can get some marble run sets to go with them and do that. I'm really excited about maybe doing that next year. You can also do builds and play with your animals and action figures and different things with the blocks as well. And then the last building set that gets a lot of use in our house are magnetic tiles. We currently have this set that was just from Amazon, which works really well, and we are gifting our kids some higher quality magnet sets, so kinetics and magnetiles for Christmas to build that set. And I think that with that amount of building tiles, all 4 kids will be able to play with them at once. So number 2 is animals / dinosaurs. So our favorite brand here in this house is Schleich. So we have a large collection of animals and dinosaurs. My son loved dinosaurs growing up, so we really started out buying dinosaurs of this brand for him and grew into animals. They get a ton of use, and he has slacked off a little bit playing on those, my 10-year-old, but the younger kids still play with them a lot, and if I will engage and play with them, they will get more use that way, like building scenes and different things. We do have a few wooden animals and wooden dinosaurs, and they do get some play specifically from my 4-year-old, but not as much as the Schleich. They are more realistic looking, and I think that they are great for lots of ages. Number 3 is Play-Doh or kinetic sand. We do have a box of both in our closet, and I just get them down, and our only rule is that it's played with at the kitchen table, and we have not ever had a problem with mess anywhere else throughout the house. My kids love Play-Doh and kinetic sand. It can be molded and remolded, and there's lots of different tools and different things that you can play with it. My kids bring other toys into it, like the animals and the dinosaurs, and they will play with the sand and the Play-Doh. We do them separate, but they will play with their other toys in it, and it's just something that keeps them occupied for a very long time. It's like a sensory type play thing, and it's really good for them. Number 4 is coloring things. So a really good crayon set or colored pencil set or marker set with a favorite coloring book or just a plain notebook is a really good thing to have for kids. They can spend hours drawing and coloring, and I have yet to meet a child that doesn't love coloring. Number 5 is play food and a play kitchen. So our favorite play food in this house is the Learning Resources play food. They are great for young babies that are still gnawing on things because they're a very thick plastic, so they're not going to get ruined by them chewing on them, and they don't have any small pieces. I don't think any of our sets have small pieces. You just have to double check that. But then as they get older, like my 4-year-old loves to make food and bring it to me. Now she'll ask what I want and I can tell her and she'll bring it. And then my oldest 2 will occasionally still play. They've kind of slacked off on it a little bit, but they will occasionally play and do like a restaurant style game where they possibly will make a menu and give it to me, and I will order off the menu and pay them fake money, and they will make the food and bring it to me. So it is also something that can grow with your child. Number 6 is dolls and action figures. So for little ones in our house, we love the Little People brand. They have lots of different types of sets, Disney princesses, just regular people, like different jobs, farmers, that kind of stuff. And they do have animals as well in the Little People. So we love those for our little ones, and my kids will play with them as they get older too, but probably once my little one outgrows those, we will be moving on from those. And then as far as action figures, my son has gone through lots of different sets, like let's see, Scooby-Doo, PJ Masks, Ninja Turtles, and then lots of different action figures, specifically Spider-Man. But even though he does move on from the characters, I have never regretted buying them because they get so much use for a long amount of time. So that is something that if you get specific action figures that they're loving right now, they may outgrow that one thing that they like. But if your child loves that kind of like make-believe type role-playing games, they will love action figures. And then of course Barbies for my girls, they love those. It's really great because they can change out the clothes. We do play house, and we have a wooden Barbie doll house that my husband made, and there's tons of different accessories to set up. So it's just, those are really great toys. Number 7 is baby dolls, and this is another one where the kids can kind of like play house and be a parent to their little baby and do things that they see. Specifically for me, I have 4 kids, so the older ones saw that I was taking care of a baby, and so that was nice. My son had a Cabbage Patch doll when my second was born, and he loved playing with that. And then the girls have loved playing with dolls, some more than others, so you do have to look at your kids' personality. But I have gotten a lot of use out of the baby dolls that we have now, and I am gifting my 2 younger ones an American Girl Bitty baby doll because I loved it as a child, and my 2 youngest love baby dolls right now, so I think they're going to get a lot of use. Now we're going to get into the outside stuff. So number 7 is a trampoline and like a play set or a swing set. So we have a trampoline and a swing set outside, and those things get used every single time we're outside. Every day during like the good weather days, and several days during the dreary type of seasons where we're at. So they get so much use. And they have baby swings that are good for little ones, and then you can graduate them onto the bigger swings. And then trampolines are good for babies. Not like, newborns, but even the little crawling babies, they like to get on there and crawl around and play with you. And then they start jumping, and then you start doing tricks, and all this stuff is really good all the way up until adulthood. I like to get on the trampoline. Number 9 is another outside thing, so a scooter or a bike. We do have both. This type of scooter is really good for like toddlers when they're first learning how to ride a scooter, then they can graduate to the Razor scooters. And then the balance bikes are really good for those kids that are starting out learning how to balance on a bike, and then they can graduate to ones with pedals. But these are also things that get used every single time we are outside. Number 10 is dress up items, and this includes play silks. So we use our Halloween costumes all year round. They get a lot of use, and I've even gifted dress up type items before, like masks or dress up shoes or dress up jewelry or different things like that. And my kids get a lot of use out of those, and they do play with play silks as well. So play silks are good for more than just dress up, but they do use them for dress up, like capes and skirts and little dresses. They can do little headbands. They can do wherever. They can tie them on wherever and dress up for different things. Play silks are really good because they can be used in like playscapes when you're playing with your action figures, dolls, animals, dinosaurs. They're really good for playing with like making forts and different things. I'm trying to remember. I'm sure I'm missing things. There's lots of uses for play silks, so those are really good. Number 11 is our nugget couches. So we got these 2 years ago, and these things get so much use. Mainly for jumping on and making like obstacle courses and just playing on like that, but we have used them to make forts before, and we do use them like if we have a living room sleepover type of thing. So they get a ton of use from all of my children. Number 12 is I'm going to say Tony box. I really want to say Tawny because that's what I usually say, but I think it's Tony box. This is a little box where you buy figures, which are really cute because the kids can play with the figures, and then you put them on, they magnet to the box, and it plays stories or music. My son is not really into this. He never really has been. I think he just really isn't into music and dancing all that much. So maybe if he was, he would still enjoy it at 10 years old. But my younger 3 really love it. We like to put it on and dance around. They usually like the music ones better than the story ones, but they do play stories, and those are fun as well. And last but not least, I am including this for number 13, video games. We are a video game family. My husband started playing them when he was young and has loved them ever since. He collects video games. He still plays them. He loves to play them with the kids, and he has passed that joy and love for video games on to at least our 2 oldest so far. So they do get a lot of use out of their video games, and their Nintendo Switches is what they have. It's really fun because sometimes we can do family video game, like the interactive type ones with them, and it's been pretty fun. They like to play the games together. We do think that it's beneficial, and it does, I think, teach them certain things, like working together if they are doing a team type game. Problem solving video games can be really frustrating, and it helps the kids work through those emotions and figure out how to get through that situation when they are frustrated. It has really helped when our kids are starting to learn and just learning new vocabulary, reading the words that are on the screen for the video games that they're playing. So it has helped with a few different things as well. It's more interactive, and I feel like it is beneficial to our kids in that way. This, of course, is not going to be something that's going to be for younger kids. It's going to be probably when your kids start to be like 5 and 6, I would say you could start introducing it if you want to do that. That's about the age that our kids started playing them. Well, that's the end of the list. Hopefully y'all got some good ideas and you were able to, see why I like certain things or certain categories of things so that you can make a good decision on what you want to gift the kids in your life. As always, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that y'all have a very happy holiday season and a very Merry Christmas.